welcome to my channel, and today I am going to be doing the book cake tag. Oh, my hair's not doing what I want it to do today. It's just like really curly. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway, I'm going to be messing with my hair all through this video because I don't like it at all. Let's get straight in and get on to the questions. So each question is based on a certain thing a cake needs. The first one being flour, and that's a book that was slow in the beginning but it really picked up at the end. The perfect answer to this would be Strange the Dreamer by Lana Taylor. As I've mentioned, every time I pick this book up, it is a very slow starter. I almost marked it as a did not finish, but then it really picks up. It follows a young boy called Laszlo Strange, who is a librarian who is also obsessed with this city called Weep. Now, Weep did have an actual name, but it kind of got erased from everyone's memory until this envoy show up from Weep, gathering different kind of scholars to fix the problem of Weep, which is partly the fact that it's been erased from people's memory, but there's also this other one big problem. Laszlo gets taken with them, and it basically follows from there. And there's another main character as well that I don't want to mention just because it would be a very big spoiler for what happens. And in the end, I just loved it. I loved the characters, I loved it how they came together, and the ending I did not expect, but the ending does make me think that the sequel is going to be a bit predictable, but hopefully it won't be. Next one is Butter or Marjorine, or Marge as I call it, and that's a book that has a really rich plot. And for me, that is The Muse by Jessie Burton. Now, I loved this book so much. I read it last year when it first came out, and it basically follows two time zones, and it's based around a painting. So it follows a girl in the 1960s, I believe. She has found this painting and she's wanting to know more about its history, and then it goes back in time to, I can't remember when, 1936 in rural Spain, and it basically follows how this painting came to be about. And it is such a nice plot, and the characters are the characters, and Jessie Burton just describes everything so beautifully, and just the cover as well. Every time I mention this book I have to mention the cover. It's just so beautiful, and just everything about it. Yeah, I'm going to say it again, it's a beautiful book, beautiful plot, and you need to give this a go. I love it so much. It was probably my best book of last year. Next thing is Eggs, and that's a book you didn't think you would like but you ended up loving it. For me, I'm going to go with Billy and Me by Giovanna Fletcher, just because I'm not a big fan of chick lit books. I only really picked this up as I'm a huge fan of Gia Fletcher herself. She's a YouTuber, she's the wife of Tom Fletcher, and I'm just a big fan of the Fletchers in general, so I thought I'd pick it up, see what it's like. And I just ended up loving it, and I love all her books now. She's one of my favourite authors, and this is the only chick lit that I really read now. And again, just look at the covers. The covers for all her books are set out like this, like a silhouette, and I think it's just lovely. And yeah, I just love the book so much. And basically this just follows a girl called Sophie who lives in a rural area, and a famous actor comes to town called Billy, filming a film. And basically they just end up falling in love, and it's just so cute and adorable. The next one is Sweet, and that's a super sweet book. So for this I'm going to go with another part of the Fletcher family, and that's Carrie Fletcher and her book On the Other Side. Now, this was her debut novel, and this was just so sweet and adorable. It follows Evie, who has died, and to get to the other side, so heaven, she needs to get some secrets out in the open back in the real life. And it follows her meeting her one true love, Vincent, how they were forced apart, and she ended up marrying someone else and having children, and the ending's just so sweet and adorable as well. I think you should probably give this a go if you're a fan of magical realism, because there's a lot of that in there. It's just so pretty and adorable and sweet and lovely, and I can't wait until her next novel comes out in summer. The next one is Icing, and that's a book that covers everything you like in a novel. And for me, I'm going to go with A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas, and I'm going to go with the whole series just because it's got everything I love in a book. It's got action, it's got fantasy, it's got love, it's got a nice family setting of people who aren't actually family. It's got lovely plot, it's got amazing settings that you just want to go and visit. And as I mentioned, it's quite funny as well. There's some humour, there's a sassy character. There's lots of strong female characters as well who are all battling against certain demons, and that's with male characters as well. I just love it so much. The next one is Sprinkles, and that's a book you can turn to make everything feel better. And for this I'm going to go with Harry Potter, just because It just feels like home when you're reading it. It goes back to my childhood, memories of my childhood, stuff like that. And I just love this whole series, and probably Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It's got humour, it's got adventure in it. It just makes me feel really, really good. Next one is that final cherry on top of the cake, and that's the best book you've read this year. So we are only in May at the moment, and I am going to go with A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas. I am only about halfway through this. I'm filming this on May the 6th, I think. I'm not sure what the date is, and I'm just loving this. This has got me hooked. I could have read it faster, but I'm trying to read it a bit slow just to savour it. But this is the first book this year that's had me hooked from the start, and it's the first book where I absolutely love the characters as well, and I think this may end up being the best book I've read this year, even though we're not even halfway through. So yeah, that's the book cake tag, and as usual I'm not going to tag anyone. If you want to have a go, have a go. So yeah, that's the book cake tag. If you want, you can comment down below with your answers and what you would put, or you can make your own video, and it would be cool to see what other people would think about these topics, because I think they are pretty cool topics. As usual, you can like this video, subscribe to this channel, and there's also my Tumblr, Twitter, Goodreads, Instagram and Snapchat to follow. So I will see you later with a new video. Bye!